All right, hello and welcome back to Let's Play Open RuneScape Classic. So Westbrook here playing as my character Theldimar, and yeah, today we are continuing our journey through playing Open RSC with an Ironman mode character and without using any guides to help us on our journey. So yeah, we're gonna try to use a minimal number of tips or hints. And the ultimate goal right now for this character is to acquire the Legends Cape. And so far, we worked our way through Tutorial Island and basically just did some mining and smithing with the early character goal of acquiring a full set of bronze armor. And to do that, I would like to smith it myself. And to smith it myself, I will need level 18 smithing. So the first task of the day of this session is going to be to smith as much bronze equipment as we possibly can. And yeah, this is in the hopes of getting our smithing to 18 today. Right now, our smithing is 6. Not quite sure if I can make it there in one session, but I'm going to try. I think I'll go for possibly we'll try to do, I don't know, 3 loads of ore at a time just to keep it interesting. And my mining level is now 9. We should hit 10 pretty early on today. And yeah, that level going up should seriously improve our speed in being able to make these attempts and gather ore. So yeah, there's no telling exactly how long this will take, but I'm here. Here I am. I'm mining and smithing today, and yeah, y'all are along for the ride. So uh, thank you so much, whether you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube. Um, Watching some guy skilling in a game from 2001. Yeah, just appreciate your time and being here. So once we have all of this ore, I'm thinking maybe 3 loads of tin and 3 loads of copper. Once we have everything that we need, we're going to go head down into Al-Kharid and smelt all of this ore into bars. And then we're going to head back up to Varrock to the anvils in West Varrock, pardon me. And the question will be what to smith. And from an Iron Man perspective, arrowheads seems to be a good choice, so that we can work on fletching in the future and stockpile arrows for training ranged in the future. Because that will be useful. Um, but I also want to make some money. We don't necessarily need a ton of money because we're not going to be trading other players. But considering making a few of whatever item is like the highest level item that we can make at a given time. Yeah, level 10 mining, let's go. So that is 2 skills at level 10. And milestones for me I really enjoy include raising all of your skills to some multiple of 10. So like getting all skills to level 10 will be a cool goal for myself. But yeah, considering smelting, whatever the best equipment is at whatever level that I am, at least a little bit, so that I can go sell it to the general store and get some gold. Just because I don't know, like when questing, you never know if you have to go buy something, um, if you need to pay someone something in the quest. And yeah, our goal here is to do quests, and we can't trade with players. This is an Ironman account, so if you're not familiar, I'll be accepting no trades from other players, and I won't be picking up loot dropped by other players, whether I'm PKing or, you know, what have you. If I don't think you can do. I don't know that you can do multi-attack in this. I think all combat's 1v1. But if there was multi-way combat, which I don't think there is, um, I wouldn't pick up anything that was dropped while like splitting, doing damage on a creature. Sweet, mining 11. This should start going faster and faster as our mining level increases. But yeah, those are basically the Iron Man stipulations. I'm not doing an Ultimate Iron Man. I believe Beast Fable, who's been in the comments in the series. He has, I believe, an Ultimate Iron Man series, which is pretty pretty humorous. I would definitely recommend going and checking that out. It's very good stuff. An Ultimate Iron Man. I don't know if there's additional stipulations, but the main one seems to be that with the Ultimate Iron Man, you don't have access to your bank, and that just seems crazy to me. Maybe in a future run, we'll try something like that. But not having a bank, you have to optimize your inventory so well. I feel like skilling would be so hard because you have to waste inventory spaces on things that you're not willing to drop. You have to be able to like acquire things over and over again. I don't know. Those series are always really fun for me to watch. Um, just because people are so clever with how they manage their inventory to try to optimize things. All right, we now have our first load of copper of the day. Sweet. Heading back to the East Varrock Bank. Yeah, it's always really fun to watch and see how they get around that. Now, I definitely want my bank. I think the Ironman challenge is more than adequate for me. I like the hardcore challenge too. I like the idea of not dying. Kind of makes you play like uber conservative, but you know, it's fun. I don't know how many dumb ways to die there are in classic, especially once you get to a higher level. I feel like it's not the most. I feel like RuneScape isn't the most dangerous game if you know kind of what you're doing. I feel like the danger really lies on taking on um, combat situations that are like too tough for you. I feel like that's one thing that you can do to accidentally die in this game. But also, I feel like a lot of people like to AFK RuneScape. I mean, it's just typically not classic, but it's usually a super AFKable game. I feel like people just not paying attention will die a lot. Then boss fights. Boss fights are always interesting. I've actually never done KBD in classic, so that would be really cool to do. I've seen people do like a bestiary challenge where you go and try to fight every creature, every attackable creature in the game. That might be a fun future goal. Once we get the Legends cape and we're wondering what to do next, that would probably be pretty fun. Um, but yeah, for now, the goal of this account is going to be to Iron Man and no guide our way to a Legends cape. Yeah, what's my fatigue at? 11%? Sweet. And yeah, thank you so much for joining the stream. Right now, I am just working my way towards gathering 3 loads of copper and 3 loads of tin so that I can smith bronze equipment. My goal for today's stream is to smith a full set of that shiny noob bronze armor so our character isn't walking around in his jeans and a t-shirt. Yeah, move up in the world. And then I want to go questing. I'll just feel a little more safe. Whoop, mining level 12, let's go. I'll feel a little better about, just in general, going around the game world and feeling confident in attacking or doing the quests and getting into fights with some gear. Yeah, then we can start training combat in a realistic way. I know you don't really need to have a full set of armor to start training combat in this game. I know that's a little overkill, but maybe I'll put up a death counter like people do in Dark Souls or something, and see how long it takes for me to die. I don't know. Could be fun. I'm just here to enjoy the time skilling. Wow, our total XP in mining is almost at 1700 already. Wow, I feel like that's going quickly. Mining is actually my favorite skill in RuneScape, and so if I was going to max any level, I know it'd be really hard, but mining would be the one. Mining would be the one that I would do. If I'm going to max any skill, the person I'm going to talk to is Orbrun. That's the person I'm going to talk to. Which, speaking of, Orbrun is number 1 on the high scores. Let me go consult the high scores. Theldimar, at the end of yesterday's session, in case anyone is curious, was at rank number 715 out of the 4,000 or so players in Open RuneScape Classic, and it looks like a lot of people make an account mess around for a minute and then get off. And then there's like this small set of dedicated players that really grind the game. And yeah, so working my way up that ladder. So starting today at 7:15, you know, let's see what it would take to get up to 700. So right now, the 700th ranked player, his total level is 41. That is Doc Marionum 1. Interesting. It's 41, and we're at 43, so we already passed the 700 mark. What would be a good goal for today? Just out of curiosity. Let's see. If we got to total level 50, we would hit 620. Okay. So if I wanted to break into the 600s, where would I have to hit? To break into the 600s right now on Open RuneScape Classic, you need a total level of 52. All right. So our goal today, I guess another goal, since we're going to be raising mining and smithing, let's see if we can get to 53 total level. That should be in our sights today. And yeah, we'll break into the top 600 on the Open RuneScape Classic high scores for the preservation server. Sounds like fun. RuneScape, to me, is all about setting goals and, trying to accomplish them. So you got to have some lofty long-term goals. That's like your vision, keeps you focused on the prize, which for me is the Legends Cape because um, I never acquired a Legends Cape in Classic, so it'll be a fun thing for me. By the time I did the Legends Cape, or the Legends Quest rather, the game would have been RuneScape 2, or the experience that today is known as old school RuneScape. Um, so yeah, getting that in Classic would just be really fun to do. So that's kind of like the long-term goal, and you also have to set short-term goals for yourself, so you don't get like burnt out on the way. You know. So right now, just mining and smithing is like my favorite thing. So we're gonna go for the full bronze armor set. It's gonna be today's goal. I don't know if we can do it. Ah, lame. Accidentally mined one too many. Yeah, I don't know if we can do it today, but that's going to be the plan. I don't know how many loads of ore that I need. I haven't done the math. Haven't looked up a table of the XP required at each level or anything like that, because I am uh, trying to play this character without looking anything up, including like levels and whatnot. And if it gets to the point where it's like bogging down my gameplay, then I'll sacrifice that requirement for the sake of the stream. But as long as I physically can, I'm not looking up anything. I'm just going to try to go from memory and explore the game and figure things out as I go. Which is it's going so far so good, but obviously have not spent um, any massive amount of time in the game yet. Okay. 2 loads of copper down. This has to be the most exciting Twitch stream or YouTube video that you've ever been a part of. I'm going to bet $0.00 on that, and I'm going to be pretty confident with that bet. Watching me skill my way up to 18 smithing. So kind of like an interesting gauge would be to compare what our mining level is at versus the smithing level that we want. Because if our mining level is not at 18, the smithing is definitely not going to be at 18 by the time we're done smithing all the components, because I'm pretty sure that I'm fairly confident that the level scaling for smithing, if you're doing it all yourself, like gathering your resources and smelting and smithing them, the level scaling for smithing should be slower. So you should hit 99 mining before you ever hit 99 smithing for sure. It's funny that my mining level is getting higher, like 13 now, and we're still just scratching this copper ore over and over again. That's okay, whatever, It is what it is. How close are we to 14? Yeah, we're about to hit 14. Oh, do not attack that bear. That bear is level 24. That bear will wreck us. He will mess us up. Yeah, we can't make that mistake. It's not a hardcore character or anything. It could be if we wanted it to be. I don't know. What do y'all think about that? I feel like I could accidentally die or something. Yeah, I think I'll do Iron Man and just maybe keep like a death tally Um, I plan on taking the character to the Legends Cape no matter what, so I guess it doesn't make sense to start over if I die. That'd be fun to track, though. Let's get it. Close to 14. That's good to know, just because we want to hit at least 18 mining with this set of 6 loads is what I'm hoping. I don't know if we'll get there though. That'll tell me that we definitely need more loads of ore in the next run to be able to hit our goal of 18 smithing in smith our bronze armor. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool when we have a full set of bronze and we smithed it ourselves. It's gonna be a time investment, and it's funny to me how much time you have to invest in classic just to be able to smith your own bronze, because of how slow it is. But it's fun. Yeah, 14 mining, let's go. I like that. I kind of like being involved in the skilling process more. Um, you know, RuneScape 3 I really love playing, but a lot of times for me it's an AFK experience. I'm just like working and clicking on my skills just every few seconds. I work from home as a software engineer, so just got a little code up on one screen and RuneScape on the other. Yeah, thank you so much for being in the stream. I really appreciate you being here today. Feel free to jump into the chat if you'd like. We're just playing Open RuneScape Classic, and I actually, while I'm here, I want to shout out those guys. Um, I'm gonna drop this link into the chat. This is where you can go if you're watching this. I'll make this a comment on YouTube as well if I can. This is the link that I just pasted in the chat where you can go sign up for an account for Open RuneScape Classic, which is it's a RuneScape Classic private server with the goal of preserving the original RuneScape Classic experience. And yeah, the preservation server, they say, is 98% authentic. It's all evidence-based. It's really cool. In the Discord, you can watch them discussing based on evidence, which is like recorded gameplay from RuneScape Classic official servers. Um, you know, all kinds of details about the game based on that evidence. It's really cool to me. I think the RuneScape Classic preservation team is really cool. It's an awesome thing that they're doing. I'd really like to get more involved with them. Being a software engineer and whatnot, I really need to take the time to you know, read through the code and understand their systems and processes so that I can make my own contributions, because it's just so cool. This is such a RuneScape Classic was such a big part of my life. RuneScape in general is a big part of my life, and this is where it all started. So yeah, it's a super nostalgic experience for me. Really enjoying it. We're on our way to level 15 mining now. We almost have our third load of copper. And if you're still with me at this point, if you just watched me mine 3 loads of copper, you can't leave now. You're stuck. You got to watch me grind out all the levels I need for the Legendscape. No going away. Don't change the channel. You've already watched 3 loads of me clicking on ores. And trust me, there's plenty more to come. So yeah, you just sit right there, buckle in, and yeah, we'll get there before you know it. It's going to be quite the journey on our way there. I feel like I can improve my timing if I really focus on, the messaging. You can kind of time your click right. Yeah, to try to optimize. It's interesting trying to talk and focus on it at the same time. To kind of optimize your speed in mining. Looks like we need 4 more ore for the end of our third load. Oh, I've been standing here for 5 minutes. I got to move to a new area. I'll feel like I'm a real copper miner when I can stand in the same spot and get a whole load in less than 5 minutes. And let's go. 15 mining from 9 is where we started, and we're not even done with our third load. of ore yet, and we've got 3 loads to go. I think possibly we'll hit 18. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Whoops! I keep over-clicking on accident, which is a waste of time. Whatever. RuneScape's a lot of people are super about optimizing and efficiency, and I really want to be that person. I want to be the person that knows how to optimize things, but I don't always know the best solution, and especially without looking things up and without using guides, most certainly I will not have the best solution to anything. So I'm sure y'all will laugh at my attempts to do this without a guide. It should be fun. Um, Hope you enjoy it, seeing my inefficiencies. We'll see how long you stick along with inefficient methods, but yeah, almost like a social experiment. Like, it's not quite accurate because, like, what I'd like to know is, can someone just like um, derive the information that they need from the game? And they can. They just have to explore. Um, but I'm not like a fresh person playing RuneScape for the first time, so you know, awesome. 3 loads of copper, 3 loads of tin coming right up. But yeah, at least from anything that's not from memory, it'll be interesting to see if I can explore and find solutions in the game world rather than finding that information online. That'll just kind of be like a fun little aspect to this playthrough. I saw the comment mentioning how difficult it is to quest without the guides, and I completely agree. I don't ever use guides in RuneScape 3 when I'm questing, and that has been to my detriment on several occasions. Um, what is it, Temple of Light, I think? Um, I don't know if it's called Temple of Light or if it's like one of the Morning's Ends quests. I can't exactly remember which one is which, but the one with the 3D light puzzle, oh my gosh. That one drove me nuts. Elemental Workshop doesn't even seem that bad to me in comparison to that insane light puzzle. Which those kind of quests are not in RuneScape Classic. It'll take less. I think it'll take less brain power as far as puzzles go to get our Legends Cape, but as far as like knowing where to go and what to do without a guide, it can be challenging. You really have to think and explore. You got to look all around to figure out where to go and what to do. It's not trivial. It often is not trivial. All right, so we're working on our first load of tin ore with our goal of gathering 3 loads of each kind of ore so that we can go smelt 3 loads worth of bronze bars, smith as much bronze as we can with our goal of hitting 18 smithing on the stream and smithing a full set of bronze armor. That's the goal. Will we get there in this episode? I don't know. We'll have to see how it goes. It's looking pretty slow going at the moment, but gonna do the best we can. I just want a nice set of noob armor for Theldimar. I want him to be properly protected as he makes his way out into the real world of questing. Something that else, okay, just the whole idea of not looking up anything that you're doing is super interesting to me in RuneScape because even though I don't usually look up guides to quests, I do always look up guides to skilling methods. Yes, mining 16, let's go. Let's get over 18. That'll make me excited. Yeah, I do always look up guides for skilling methods, and I always look up guides to like boss fights. And I don't know, it'll just be interesting, like not knowing what level. Oh, in RuneScape, in RuneScape 3, when you open up a quest, it tells you what kind of combat level that you need for the quest. And I always look and see what the combat level will be so that I don't go into something that's going to be way over leveled for me. But we're not going to have that luxury. So, yeah, as soon as we see a fight, we're just going to have to like either win it or bail, I guess. Try not to die. It'll be funny to try to like guess at what kind of combat level that I need to prepare to for any given quest, because we'll really have almost no idea. And I feel like in the classic era, um, the devs didn't really expect players to get that high of a level, so hopefully that'll lean in my favor at least a little bit, with the combat encounters not being the highest level that they possibly could be for a game like RuneScape. The boss fights in RuneScape 3 are insane. If you want any argument for why to play RuneScape 3, it is 1,000,000% the boss fights. Um, the boss fights are honestly incredible. They're so cool, so fun to play. And yeah, highly, highly recommend playing RuneScape 3 if for no other reason, for the PVM. You got really solid in the game content out there. It's just a blast. As far as I know, the only boss, quote quote, in this game is the King Black Dragon, other than in quests, whoever you have to come across and fight. Yeah, the true master of this game is the KBD, and it should actually be challenging, as there's a limit to the equipment that's available in this game. It's not like today you've got all kinds of insane tier 80, 90, 92 armor and weapons and whatnot. You've got rune, you've got full rune that you can make, that is available to you, but I think there are only like 3 or 4 pieces of dragon equipment in this game. I could be wrong, but I think there's like, if I had to guess, a helmet, a shield, and a sword, and that might be it. Um, yeah, I don't actually know that there's any other dragon equipment in the game. I also don't exactly know where it comes from. So if you ever have a goal of acquiring dragon equipment, that would be kind of a fun thing to do. Try to figure it out without looking it up. I feel like that would be nice and challenging. All right, so time for our second load of 10. We have finished 4 loads of ore so far. Almost half an hour into the stream. It's definitely taking some time. And my goal for this session, is 6 loads of ore, and then to go smith it all. Yeah, and I'm really hoping that the mining gets me at least to 18. I would prefer to get me past 18 so that I can feel like the smithing might get somewhere close. So like I said before, if my mining doesn't hit 18, the smithing is definitely not going to hit 18 from the result of the smelting. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It feels like the mining is going a little faster now. We're picking up some speed, at least with the bronze mining. Tin and copper, that is. Sweet, there's another mining level, 17 already, and we have, a load and a half to go. That's great news. Scratching the rock. Yeah, if both ores are up, I guess it makes sense, if you're going to time the clicks, it makes sense to alternate, so that if you accidentally, so you don't accidentally click on an ore that has already been mined. Yeah, look at that. We've got both depleted. Yeah, now we're getting on a rhythm. Let's go. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to be able to click on the rock as it comes up. Yeah, I want to be able to click on the rock as it comes available, mine it, and just like bounce back and forth, get like a good rhythm going. I had it for a second. Sweet. Yeah, the tactical thing to do should be to alternate. Optimizing the click rate for the skilling. If you aren't aware already, RuneScape has actually underwent another change in how the mining and smithing works. So like RuneScape 3, for instance, recently, let's see here. RuneScape 3 recently. I say recently, it probably was in the last year or 2 years. Totally changed up how mining and smithing works, so that RuneScape Classic and old school RuneScape and RuneScape 3 all have totally different mining smithing systems now. Where in Classic you have to click each ore over and over again. For every attempt in old school RuneScape, you click on a node and you continuously mine. Oh, no, 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 no. You continuously mine until that ore gives you one ore, I'm pretty sure, and then you have to move to the next rock while the ore is depleted. Sweet, we accidentally overmined again, but that's okay. Then in RuneScape 3 now, you click on one rock and you deal damage to it, and there's like a bar that populates. Every time you swing the pick, you deal damage. Every time the damage bar completes, you have mined one ore. So you can just sit at the same rock and keep mining until your character wears out. And then if you every time you click, you restart like your character's stamina. He's like mining faster at first and he slows down if you like forget to click again. And then there are like glowing rocks that give you critical damage. And you can click on to kind of make sure you're paying attention. It's really interesting and I kind of like it. You get ores slower, I feel like, and you can make equipment slower, but the XP rates are kind of buffed for everything. It's a nice little rework. You know, I'm all for RuneScape 3 changing and improving its systems, especially since we have such good replicas. It was more scary back in the day when they would change things and was like, oh, there's no way to go back and play an older experience. But having open RuneScape Classic, having old school RuneScape, I'm fine with RuneScape 3, just, making adjustments as needed to better the game. I enjoy it. I like the fresh content. It's cool. As long as I have access to everything, all three games, I am and will be a happy camper. Okay, ooh, we made it back in time to collect the tin. Okay, so let's keep mining, hoping that I hit 18 in this load. That does not mean I'll hit 18 smithing, because our smithing was only 6 when our mining was 9, I believe. Yes, 18. But it'll make some progress for us. It'll be a step in the right direction towards the bronze armor. Because that's the hope. The hope is to get there. I don't know if my rough duration of an hour stream is enough time, but we'll find out. Thank you so much for being with me today. I really appreciate it. Watching Theldimar's Ironman progress through RuneScape Classic the hard way. Super exciting content here. I wonder how many people are on Twitch watching RuneScape Classic right now. I imagine there aren't the most people watching in the world. The numbers would be interesting to see. I can do this at the same time. Let's see here. If I go to Twitch and I search the numbers on, let's see, don't want that audio to spam. Sorry if the Twitch audio suddenly jumps at us. Okay, let's see. Category. RuneScape 3 currently has 698 viewers. It looks like there's only one major streamer on right now. Omid. Interesting. Old school RuneScape, however, has 9.2 thousand. Oh, and it makes sense because there's a league right now. Yeah, there's a league, which is like a temporary accounts with restrictions, which is kind of fun. Yeah, old school RuneScape leagues are a pretty fun thing to watch. And then if I look at, let's say, RuneScape Classic, there is one viewer, and that is whoever's watching me right now, which I really appreciate. Thank you so much for being on the stream. Um, you are greatly appreciated. Yeah, I'm the only person streaming RuneScape Classic at the moment. Call it my current niche that I'll try to fit right into. Are we gonna hit? No, I don't think we will. I don't think we'll hit mining 19, and that tells me that we're probably not going to hit smithing 18 with just this ore. So I might need to keep going. I might need to get like another load or two of each if I want to do it all in one kind of like batch process. It might be useful. Am I like not in the center of my camp? I never know where I am and what I'm doing, but yeah, yeah, it might take more than. I'm still trying to get over this cough. Thank you so much for being patient with me, not just with watching me skill in RuneScape, but with coughing and talking as well. Yeah, feel free to jump in the chat. The skilling sessions will be fun if we can get people chatting along. Will be super helpful. Um, yeah, strategy conversations. How many more loads of tin and copper do we think we need to make up the difference for our smithing to hit 18? Because I'm thinking it's going to be like, I don't know, maybe 2 more loads each. This is definitely going faster. Oh, am I full? Yeah, I've got a full load. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so we just hit 19 mining with 3 loads each. Okay. So I'm going to guess that it'll get me to 13 or 14 smithing. I'm thinking that 2 more loads each would probably be enough to get us over the hump to 18 smithing. Okay, so we'll increase. I'm going to increase the goal from 3 loads each of ore to 5 loads each of ore, which means I need 2 more loads of tin, 2 more loads of copper, and yeah, we'll be ready to go. Which, by the way, it looks like there are 9,000 followers of RuneScape Classic on Twitch, which is pretty cool. I didn't realize there was that large of a even potential community for watching this game, and yeah, I'm wanting to make more gaming content. It's like really fun for me to do so, and yeah, I'm trying this new format out. Like you can see here, I'm testing it out in RuneScape because I don't think that probably not going to get a ton of viewers here. If I can average like 1 or 2, I'll be happy. I really appreciate you being here. It makes me feel, tons better, even just having one viewer in any given moment. But yeah, I'm trying out this new format where I just I stream my content and then just go straight uncut to YouTube. Oh, I was so close. Did you see that? The ore was right there. I almost made it back in time. Wow, that was nuts. But yeah, I feel like this is going to be a little more sustainable for me. So this is my third RuneScape Classic series. I'll be honest with you guys. And the first one was a race to the Legends Cape before RuneScape Classic originally closed. And that's an interesting one. It halts suddenly because I wasn't able to get there in time. I also made another series, and it was a Let's Play Open RuneScape Classic. However, all of my old gaming series, I would record these long sessions where I'd take like clips and clips and clips, and then I'd splice all the clips together, and it was the most interesting moments. And I know that's better content, but the time required to edit that is probably 2 times the amount of time I spent recording the content. So if I need to edit an hour of material, it probably takes me 2 hours to do the editing, so it turns into a 3-hour thing. And editing is really fun, but the scale that I wanted to do it made me feel like I was never going to complete my goals. So like if I was trying to play a game, like, because I'm not trying to just do like, you know, here's the best way to mine in RuneScape Classic, like here are the XP spots. I'm not making videos like that. I want to do Let's Plays, and they require a lot of time, a lot of content. You got to play the game and get through it. So if you're spending, roughly 2/3 of your time not playing the game, it just feels like It's going to take forever to get anywhere. So, yeah, this new process for me is going to be to stream my gaming sessions live raw. We'll see if we can build a little niche RPG community. Um, and yeah, go straight to YouTube. And I feel like it'll be a lot of fun. Role playing games are definitely my forte, especially like older things. So, and especially difficult or interesting games. Like I like the um, really lore rich games with good stories. And RuneScape, although the questing is kind of like wink wink nudge nudge most of the time, there really is a really cool like backdrop of lore to RuneScape, especially when you take into account like RuneScape 3 right now. Um, yeah, it's really cool. It's really fun. Lots of moving parts, lots of characters. The whole God Wars and Elder God Wars and RuneScape 3, the 6 Age storylines are really fun at the moment. Including right now, they have the Het's Oasis event going on, RuneScape 3, and Jagex, I love you. RuneScape, I love you. I don't mean to bash you. I don't like to be the person that's like speaking negatively, but I'm doing Het's Oasis, but it's definitely not the most fun thing that I've done in the world. And actually, I should probably be working that at the same time while I'm while I'm grinding out levels here. I should probably also have RS3 going. So yeah, pardon me if you hear some RuneScape 3 in the background. I'll try to mute that. Let's get logged in. How close are we to a full load of 10? We're getting there. All right, so as far as numbers go, we already got our 3 loads of 10 and our 3 loads of copper. I don't think it's going to be enough for us to hit. I don't think it's going to be enough to hit 50 or 18 smithing. So yeah, we're going to try to. Ooh, let me mute that audio. We're going to try to get 2 more loads of 10 and 2 more loads of copper, and I'm going to hope that is enough tin and copper to get us over that hump to 18 smithing. Yes, let's go. We just hit 20 mining. Okay, that makes me feel way better. I think the 2 loads then will be enough. Yeah, so I'm actually going to be I'm going to be doing Het's Oasis at the same time because I think it's time limited. I don't know if they're going to, because of I'm sorry to talk RuneScape 3 at the same time, but we're just skilling, so I'm just trying to think of stuff to talk about. I think that the Het's Oasis event in RuneScape 3, the community is not going to hit its goals, so I'm thinking that they might give it more. Oh, the community is actually really close to hitting the goal. I need to be grinding. Yeah, I was thinking they were going to give us more time. They probably just added a multiplier to the progress that we're getting. So, yeah. Grinding out Het's Oasis for me has been clicking on a rose bush over and over again. So, easy enough. All right. Here's load 1 of our extra 2 loads of 10. We've got 3 total loads to go. We've had 40 minutes or so of mining going on. Lots and lots of fun. Grinding out some early skills in RuneScape Classic. And hey, it's cool. We got our first skill to 20. That's kind of a big deal. And I'm not surprised that it's mining because it's my favorite skill in the game. That's a lot of fun for me. Thank you so much for still being here to the individual that's watching. I appreciate your time. These videos will also go up on YouTube. After I stream them, I'll download them, and then I'll get them uploading to YouTube. And I like to do that instead of the export feature because I feel like when I export from Twitch to YouTube, it takes way longer for the videos to get up to HD quality than if I just download and then upload. And then I can do the whole Premiere thing, which is kind of fun if people get on to like chat at the same time. Yeah, and it's just, it's a blast. Okay. This is our quote, last load of 10 for the session. And it has been quite the session. 40 or so minutes. This will be interesting too because you'll get to see how long it takes for me to do things. It's kind of fun, right? watching the Ironman go. Seeing how long it takes him to gather everything. With 20 mining, we should be hitting these ores much more often. It's so funny the differences between Classic and RuneScape 3 graphically. I really love the charm of RuneScape Classic. It's really fun. And like it was kind of like a family project. You know, you had the three Gowers brothers all making their efforts. I think Andrew did most of the coding, like the game engine itself. Paul crafted a lot of the story, and did a lot of the world building, and I think Ian mostly contributed art early on. I think if I remember right, even the Gower's mom was able to make some art. I want to say that like the camel maybe and whatnot are her art, and I also think it's funny that like some of the sounds in the game, they're just things that they recorded like I think the cooking sound is bacon cooking, and I don't know if the bacon was cooking at the Jagex office or if it was at the Gower's like house or something, but that's just so funny to me that iconic sound just like, you know, comes from their house. Makes me laugh. All right, Het's Oasis on one screen, Open RuneScape Classic on the other, and that's how you do it with RuneScape. If you're a RuneScape player, I highly recommend multitasking just because it's kind of fun. You know, when you're doing like repetitive things over and over again, if you multitask it, it actually becomes kind of fun jumping back and forth and hitting all of your marks. Man, it's crazy how often we're still scratching the rock with 20 mining. We're gonna have to improve our pickaxe. We should. I hope at least. I think we should have access to better pickaxe. Oh, and we'll need money for that, so that's a good reason to sell stuff so that we can get a better pickaxe because we are working with a bronze pickaxe. Yep. One of them, it might be just the normal axe. One of them doesn't have improvements. Could be wrong, but I think maybe just like the woodcutting axe doesn't have upgrades or improved versions. It's all the same. Whoops. It's all the same thing. It's just one axe for all the different trees. No improvement to no scaling equipment. Which is interesting because with a pickaxe, you know, you can buy progressively better pickaxes. I wonder, do they have a rune pickaxe even in this game? That'll be interesting to see. Can I craft or smith pickaxes? I don't know that I can, but it would be useful if I could. Otherwise, I'll have to go to what, like Bob's Axes, I think, sells pickaxes. Is that like the right way to say it? Otherwise, there might be something in Falador, maybe, that sells higher level equipment. I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to go check it out. Without the guides, without using any kind of guides or looking up answers, I feel like something we might have to do is to deliberately spend time, like, in exploration. Like, head over to a city in RuneScape and just take notes on what kind of facilities are there, what we can expect to do. You know, maybe just like take some bullet points. It's kind of fun, kind of like old school gaming. With like Zelda and stuff, you know, I used to make notes about what was where and everything to try to remember for the future because it's hard to remember sometimes. Get some like note cards and like put like Lumbridge on it and then like write down what facilities that they have in Lumbridge for me to work with. All right, this should be the second extra load of 10, bringing us up to a grand total of 5 loads of 10 in 50 minutes of mining, roughly. All right, that brings me up to 140 10 exactly. Now I need 2 more loads of copper. I think I will be good to go. Okay, also need to be watching the fatigue level. Yeah, our fatigue's at 85%. That means we'll probably have to sleep after one more load. After one more load of copper. And then we should be all set throughout the smithing process. We should be good to go. Okay, so we need 2 loads of copper. And it might just be me. Yes, another mining level, 21. Sweet. Yeah, that makes me more confident that we'll hit 18 smithing. Smithing was 3 levels behind. When we got to, 9 mining, it was 6 smithing. So, I don't know. If I could get to 22 or 23 mining, I would feel much more confident about hitting 18 smithing with the ores that we have gathered. It could just be me, but I feel like copper is coming easier for me than tin, and it might just be like an illusion for me because, you know, the color of tin and a depleted rock are so similar that it's kind of hard to tell. With copper, it's very obvious, whether you're hitting it or not. So maybe just like in my brain, it feels like copper is going faster, but probably not the case. They're probably equal. I don't know why tin would be harder to gather than copper. That would not make sense to me. But all right. 21 swing. That brings our total level to 52, and we wanted 53 today to get to the top 600. Yeah, we should blow that out of the water with our smithing gains, because our goal is to gain 12 more smithing levels. It'll be really cool to see. It'll be really cool to see at what our rank is on the high scores when we log off. Because 53 was going to break us into the top 600 players, which is already quite exciting. Got about half a load of copper at the moment. Still the only person streaming on Twitch with my one viewer. That's cool. Yeah. So if we were to, let's say, we hit 22 mining, we'll be at level 53. And then if we gain 12 smithing levels, which is the hope, 53 plus 12 is 63, 65. So if we had total level 65, what would be our rank on Open RuneScape Classic? That would be rank roughly 530. So we'd get close to hitting the 500 mark, and then suddenly, it'll take more and more levels to start moving up, as there are people who actually have good higher levels moving up. There are larger gaps to try to cross. Yeah, if we look at the front page, it's real crazy. There's only 19 players with a total level higher than 1,000. So if you can get a total level of 1,000, you can break into the front page. Looks like there are 2 players in the high 900s on the front page. We're at 52. That will take quite a bit of time, quite a bit of doing, but that'd be another kind of fun goal to get this onto the front page. Get Theldimar, Ironman on the front page. That'd be very fun. Especially since there's not like a separate Ironman high scores. It's all just RSC preservation, which is cool. Ooh, they have high score tables for the different skills. Let's see. Before this session, I was level 6 mining. No, 9 mining. And it looks like the high scores start once you hit level 30 mining. Okay, that's kind of cool. So you have to get to 30 before you get on the high scores table. And it looks like there's just over 200 players with that. So that'll be fun too, to see how our individual skill matches up. Yeah, they have high scores for preservation, cabbage, uranium, and coleslaw, which are all the open RSC servers. Shout out again to the open RSC development team. I can't shout you out enough. I'm so happy that we're able to do this. And I have to say, some other exciting things that team is working on. They're currently working on a 2001 Scape private server, which will be how the game was in 2001. And I don't know at what point in the year, but it's like year of launch RuneScape project. That is so cool. We are 1,000,000% going to have to play that. Oh, I'm just sitting here. Oh my gosh, we've got like so many copper on the ground. I'm going to try to rush to get back and get as many as we can. LOL. I'm just grinding away over here. But yeah, the dev team is currently working on 2001 Scape, which will be so fun. There'll be a very limited series, number of quests in 2001. So yeah, we will definitely have to jump on that as well. Jump on the old school bandwagon, the classic bandwagon, I should say, because old school RuneScape is several years later. What's funny to me is old school RuneScape is like the newer game than RuneScape 3 too, even though it looks old. Okay, let's deposit all this and then rush back to the extent that we are capable of rushing, I should say. Just see how many of those copper ore that we are able to pick up. Because this should be the last load. Yeah, this should be my last load of ores. Then we will make the journey south to Alcarid. See, we got any bronze left? Any bronze left? Do you see any bronze anywhere? Dang, I don't see any bronze anywhere. I think it all spawned out, yep. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. One more load. Probably wasted like 6 in a row or something there because I was paying attention to the high scores instead of the game. That's okay. Feels like the effort in grinding out like Souls and Dark Souls. A mining level, mining 22. Let's go. It's not exactly an accurate like gauge anymore, just because we've wasted so many ores. But it's still a pretty close one. I'm very happy that we're 4 levels ahead of the smithing goal. We still have this whole load to go through. And then we'll be ready to smelt. You were too tired to mine. Oh, okay. Gotcha. We need to sleep. Get the fatigue away. This is definitely some RuneScape Classic nostalgia. Having to sleep. Yeah, private servers are fun. Having fewer players means that it's easier to climb up the leaderboards with your investment of time, which is kind of fun. It's still a challenge because, like, rivaling Orb Run for that number 1 spot would legitimately be a challenge for me. But it's still a blast. It's like enough effort that it's fun, but not so much effort that you feel like it's just impossible. Just going back to that, Orb Run has 69 million XP, and second place player, De Facto 2, has 38 million. So, I mean, over half, but there's only one player that has more than half of his XP. Orb Run is way out in front with total level and with total XP. It's going to be a while before anybody catches up with them. And I just want to see, with our rank, which was like in the 700s, I want to say 715 before this started, how much total XP did we have? That's a good question for me, since we had more than 1,000 in just mining. See, about half the load. We sure are scratching that rock more often than I expected that we would. There's someone named Christian. That's funny because that's my name. IRL. Let's see. Spot 715 on the high scores. Ooh, is not Theldimar anymore. Is it tracking it as I go? Because if so, that's really cool. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it lines up. See if I can find Theldimar. I think it might have like every so often. I don't know if it's live. Maybe if any of the devs are watching this. Kenix Marwolf log shout out. If any of the devs are watching this, can you tell me, are the high scores like updating constantly as you're playing? Is there like every 5 minutes or something, every hour on the hour? Is there something like that going on? Because I haven't logged out, and on RuneScape 3, I'm pretty sure. And I know that RuneScape 3 is like a massive game, and so they have scaling issues. But RuneScape 3, you have to log out for your high score to take effect. We're almost there. Let's see. Total level. My total level right now is 53. So should be somewhere around here, around page 30-ish. Hey, one of my other characters is ranked 623 right now. That's funny. My first character on Open RuneScape Classic has 4,000 XP. Actually, I have 3 characters, which is kind of funny that I've made so many already. But yeah, this character is already higher level because that character's level's 50. Right now, my total level is 53. So that's cool. Looking for Theldimar. Not that rank. 588. All right, yep, 53 with a total XP of 7,615. Let's go. That's really cool. Only 2 more. I'm getting the warning for standing here for 5 minutes. I just need 2 more rocks, and then I'll be on my way. Perfect. All right, that is all the ore that we need, and we are just over an hour into the stream. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going in Smith all of the ore that we have collected. We're going to go ahead and smelt it and smith it. I want that bronze armor. Don't know if we're going to get there, but yeah, this is cool. 588. We broke into the top 600 accounts on the RSC preservation high scores. That's pretty cool. Next, we can try to break into the top 500. Currently at 588. We should make our way up the charts as our smithing level increases. Let's deposit all of this ore. Okay. We also don't need the pickaxe anymore. Although we're going to need even numbers, so we'll just go ahead and withdraw the hammer so that it's ready to go. All right, we have all of the ore that we need. I didn't actually confirm that the numbers were the same, but whatever. I'm done mining. We're heading down to Al-Kharid to smelt bronze bars. Total of 53. We're going to get up into the 60s today. And then let's see. Okay, so I am ranked 588 at the moment, which is cool. In comparison, I'm trying to break into the top 200,000 on RuneScape 3 high scores. It's my current goal in that game. Taking time and energy to break into the top 200k for me while I head towards maxed. To get to rank 500, I'll need a total level of, drumroll please. Can't hear the drumroll from the one viewer. Okay. 72 is what 500 is, so we'll have to get to 73 to break that. So we need 20 levels. We probably won't get 20 levels in this session, but maybe by the end of the next session, maybe by the time we're like 3 or 4 hours into the account, we can be in the top 500 in the game, which is not that significant of a time investment. Like it is for normal games, 4 hours is a long time, but RuneScape, you can sink some time and energy into RuneScape. It's like skilling is a low skill requirement, constant reward type situation. So it's just as much time as you want to sink into it, and it's fun. The cactus looks very spiky. We've got a mine down here with scorpions, a rocky outcrop. I just want to see what level these scorpions are. Ooh! Oh, it's just a man. Examine scorpion. An extremely vicious scorpion, level 21. Yep, he would kill us to death. He would. He would definitely kill us to death. Okay. We're almost here. There is the camel. Talk to camel. Oh, it's a camel. Will it let me try to talk to the camel? The camel does not appear interested in talking. That is just too funny. I love that they have a talk to option on the camel. That kills me. LOL. Okay. Here we are. Now we're going to withdraw 14 at a time, which is funny. We have 2 more slots than in RuneScape Classic. I guess I don't have to have my sleeping bag for things like this. I don't know why I'm crazy and I just want to keep it. I could do, well, but the numbers are going to work out to 14s anyway. Whatever. We'll just do 14 of each. Okay. So this will take a minute too, but it should be faster. Should be faster than mining it all. Cool. Yeah, smelting these bars should be faster than mining everything. Okay, so now is the kind of like the moment of truth for the stream. We're gonna see if the 5 loads of copper and the 5 loads of tin that we mined were enough to get us to level 18 smithing so that we can smith the bronze chest plate and complete our full set of bronze armor. And I don't know that it'll be enough. I haven't done any like calculating or anything. It's just like a rough guess that 5 loads of each would get us there. And initially I was thinking 3 and 3 just to see, I was going to do like 3 and 3 and then check the progress and then go back for more. But I really don't want these sessions to go, I don't want them to be like 2 hours long. I'd like them to be like 1 hour-ish chunks, and I'm already over an hour. So yeah, I figured that, I want the goal today. So why not jump up to 5 loads each instead of 3 and then just get it all at once? Just process everything all together, nice and efficient like. Oh, I'll tell you, if you're watching this right now, I am considering one break from the Ironman rule, and a purely cosmetic one, I promise you. I think I might reward myself in this account with an item if I can finish the Legends quest. I think I have a party hat. I have a party hat on my main RuneScape character, and on my main Open RuneScape Classic character, which now this character has quickly become, oh, I don't need to go to the tanner, I need to go to the furnace. So, I don't know, for the stream, for just kind of showing off the party hat, which was gifted to me from someone that acquired it early on when Open RuneScape Classic was first launching. I might reward myself with one trade. Yeah, smithing level. Let's go 7 out of 18. Let's keep that rolling. Yeah, I might reward myself by allowing this Iron Man character to get traded a party hat. Not to be sold, not for value, just for cosmetics to go around wearing it. That'll be fun. That will be fun. Iron Man except for a party hat. Essentially Iron Man. All right. Yeah, smithing is 7 already after. So it's really one inventory load that we've done so far of bars. I mean, 2 loads, I don't know. Loads is like an interesting unit of measurement because 2 trips smelting creates 1 inventory of bars for whenever we are actually smithing this stuff into equipment. Yeah, and I will want to get some gold out of it so that we can buy a better pickaxe because that'll definitely speed up our mining time as well using better equipment. You know, that's assuming that there are better pickaxes in RuneScape Classic, which I'm not sure entirely if there are or not, but I think there are. Well, okay, the evidence we saw it said bronze pickaxe, so that would imply that there's at least like iron and up through rune. I would guess. I don't think there's dragon. I don't think there's a lot of dragon anything in RuneScape Classic. It's not like old school where you've got the full dragon sets. And RuneScape 3 where dragon is no longer even epic anymore. Used to back in the day, like dragon gear, that was the stuff. You were killing it if you had that full dragon setup. I remember getting my first full dragon, paying, millions for it and being like, wow, look at me. Because I didn't get the drops myself. I definitely paid for it. I was a miner back before the Grand Exchange, and would sell large quantities of ore, haggle for the price and whatnot. It was always a lot of fun. Okay, we have smelted 42 bars. Sweet. Making progress, just processing these resources. I wonder which games inspired RuneScape's economy, particularly. With gameplay, so we have this, it's an isometric RPG, which I love isometric RPGs. In general, not just RuneScape, like, oh, I did not mean to attack a man. Nope, let's not do that. Like, I don't know, Baldur's Gate, the Diablo franchise, like Diablo 1 and 2. I mean, even the modern, yes, smithing level 8, let's go. We're not even smithing yet, we're just smelting. We're already getting all this XP. It is great news. I really like isometric RPGs a lot. And RuneScape, I know, pulls from like Ultima Online, a lot of ideas. So what else was around? EverQuest was already around for 2 years when RuneScape came out, and EverQuest is kind of a really big deal. Was a really big deal. Like the economy is just kind of like interesting to me. Oh no, we need to go here. I don't know why I thought this was the bank. Just had my camera mixed up, it seems. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know which games inspired RuneScape. Like, was it essentially Ultima Online with improvements? Was there anything else? I think they had been playing. There's like this monkey game. I can't remember what it's called, but like, there's some like mystery point and click adventure game that they had been playing before they made RuneScape. Which, if you like RuneScape history, they're on Discord. There are entire Discord channels devoted not just to RuneScape Classic, but Open RuneScape Classic, RuneScape Preservation. There's a whole Discord community. There are thousands of members. Even if they're not always playing all the time, like with a kind of completionist mindset or like a grind mindset, they love just like the intricacies of how it was. And yeah, like there are quite a few people that are discussing this stuff on the regular. Most notably, the big three I would say are Log, Kenix, and Marwolf. Which I can't imagine that Marwolf being Marwolf and the logo being what it is. I can't imagine that being a coincidence. It's possible, but somehow I doubt it. It would be cool, just while I'm setting little micro goals for myself, it would be cool to hit level 10, even better to hit level 11 smithing just from the bars. That would be cool. Um, that would make me feel really good. Looks like we're halfway done with smelting. Yeah. Yeah, if I could get to 10 smithing just from smelting the bars, that would be pretty cool. I think my cat might need something. I actually might need to step away for just a second. Yeah, I'm going to go check on my cat. I'll be RB. I won't do anything while you're gone, don't worry. Okay, thank you for the delay. My cat is fine. I don't know exactly why she was crying. Maybe she just wanted a little bit of attention. That's okay. She can come in here if she wants. Yay, a smithing level. All right. 9 smithing. Yeah, don't worry. You didn't miss anything. You get to watch every mouse click. Don't you worry. Yeah, our cat's name is Evelyn. My wife has had her since she was in high school. And she is a very spoiled. She is a very spoiled cat. I'm thinking she was crying because she wanted into a clothing drawer. That is my assessment of the situation. I don't know that that's accurate. I'm not the cat whisperer, but I think she was sad that a drawer of clothing was closed that she wanted into. That's my best guess. All right. So was it? I think on our last, yeah, the last deposit, it was halfway through smelting, and what we've hit 9 smithing. Is that right? Let's see. Cool. Smithing is 9. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Yep. Let's see if we can hit 10 just from smelting. I think we can. Let's see, how much XP are we getting from each bar? So we're at 1050. Smelting 1 bar gets us to 1056. So 6 XP for every bar. That's cool. It's good to know. So 10 is 60 plus 4, 72, 84. So 84 XP per 1 load of material into the furnace. That's nice to know. So, yeah, at least in the next inventory, we should hit 10. Perfect. We probably won't hit 11 just from smelting, but at the very least, perfect. At the very least, we will hit 10 just from smelting. We'll see if we can get to 18 then with all of the smithing. That'll be a feat. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be awesome when we're walking around in our epic bronze armor. Now that will feel pretty cool. We might actually hit 11 just from the smelting. We've got quite a bit of ore left to smelt. Still going strong. 5 loads of ore, 140 of each ore is what we acquired there. So that should be 140 bars for us to smith with. What's interesting is I think, I could be wrong. Ooh, a smithing level, sweet. Is that 11? Oh, that was 10. Pardon me. That was 10, and we need like almost 200 XP. It'll be cutting it close if we hit 11 just from the smelting, but I want to say that every 7 levels in RuneScape, you double what the XP requirement was to get there. I think that's the case, because like 92 to 99 is doubling the XP. I think it's every 7 the scale is double. So with that being said, if we get to 11 smithing, we'll need to double our XP to get to 18. And that'll just be a good like indicator of do we think we'll get there or not. That will be useful. All right. Deposit all of these bars. Get out our next to last load of ores to smelt. Perfect. Almost done with the smelting. Hour and 20 minutes into the stream. I think the last one was an hour and 18, an hour 20. Maybe I'll go for 90-minute episodes. It just depends on how much time I have in the day to dedicate to streaming. Just during the weekends right now where I'm like on a little break from school. I should have more time to be doing this. Which is awesome. Because I want to kind of get back into the swing of things with my YouTube channel. It was really fun posting content before. I just, it was hard to split time between working as a software engineer, going to grad school as a computer science and computer engineering student, and playing games and editing the games and all of the other business things that I have to do. We own a coffee shop, we have family functions. There's a lot going on for us at any given time. And so, with that, I feel like doing it this way, just like live streaming in this new format, that's why I feel like this is going to be more sustainable, even though I know it's better content if we're able to edit and whatnot. It's just something I probably will not be able to do consistently long term. I'd really like to consistently keep putting out content, so this is what I have to do as a working and busy individual. I guess this is what it will be, and I really appreciate those who are watching. Definitely makes me feel like there's a reason why I'm doing this. When even one, I don't know how, but there's always like one person that likes to jump on at least, and I just really appreciate it. I hope that you know that. We're really close. We might hit 11. Yes. We might hit 11 smithing. Because I wanted at least 10, maybe 11 is what I said, so that'll be really cool. If we're able to hit 11 smithing with just... Yes, we hit 11 smithing with just the smelting. Let's go. It's a funny thing to be excited about, but excited I am. That gives me hope that by the end of the session, we will have a full set of bronze armor. Exciting. All right. That was the last of the bars, I believe. I'm going to double check just to make sure I don't accidentally miss out on some bars, even though I think it was done. Our skill total level now is 58. That's cool. Making our way up to 60. We're not going to break through 500 on the high scores today, but we'll get into the low 500s, I'm guessing. And yep, that was all of our ore. We have processed it all. 140 bronze bars. Our fatigue is at 27%, so we're good for now. Now we get to make the trek back up the map to Varrock, where we get to smith equipment now, which is exciting. Smithing level 11. At 18, I believe we can do the plate body. That should be full bronze armor. And then in the future, whenever we decide to move up to, grinding out iron, it'll be interesting because for some reason in my brain I have 15 as the level that you can start smithing iron. I guess we can see. It's not a good test. I was going to see if we could mine iron, but we're 22, so that's not a good test. Yeah, I don't know if it's 15 or if it's 18 or if it's 20. I'm not really sure. If we're at 18 smithing, we might not be able to smelt iron bars yet, or make anything out of iron. I guess we'll just have to mine it and see. Just to test it out. It'd be interesting if we had to keep doing bronze just for the sake of getting to like 20 or something, so that we could smith iron equipment. Let's see, I have RuneScape 3 open. In RuneScape 3, which is not at all indicative, RuneScape 3 iron, you smith at 10 with the new system, because it doesn't just go up to like rune. I think used to the rune plate body was like 98 or something. 98 smithing. The 99 was the cape. Now you can smith all rune equipment, including the plate body, at level 50 smithing, because they've gone up now, which is crazy. So now in RuneScape 3 we have bronze at level 1. At level 10 you have iron. Level 20 you have steel smithing. Level 30 you have mithril. A nice Lord of the Rings reference. I don't actually know if mithril comes from legends like before Lord of the Rings. I'm sure it does. I'm sure Tolkien got it from somewhere, but always makes me feel like it's a Lord of the Rings reference. At 40 we have adamant. 50 we have rune. 60 we have orichalcum, which is not in classic at all, and that's like what looks like dragon level equipment. 70 is necronium. 80 is bane. 90 is elder rune. 99 you have the masterwork armor, which is all really cool. All right, let's withdraw a full load of bars. It would really be cool to have like a withdraw 5 option, but I'm sure we're going for authenticity here. So no quality of life updates. This is RuneScape Classic, how it was back in the day in 2003 when it ended. Okay, so I want money. So let's try, what's the best armor we can make? Armor, plate mail legs. I need 16. Can I do a helmet? Large helmet? Yes, I can do a large helmet. Cool. Sweet. What about a shield? Can I do a kite shield? Ooh, I need 12. Okay, so I can do the helmet, but not the shield. And I can't do the legs either, right? 16. It's like one of the last things. There aren't like gloves or anything, right? Bronze wire. Interesting. What is bronze wire used for? I can't even remember. Sword. Can I do a long sword so that I can have my own? Yes, I can do a long sword. That's very cool. Okay. What about a two-handed sword? I need 14. Okay. So I think I'm going to make a series of... How about long swords? Or was it 2 bars for a long sword? Weapon, sword, long sword. And yep, we'll just do this for a few levels. I think actually at level 12 there was something that we could make. This is cool because now instead of having the starter weapon, we'll have one that we crafted ourselves in true Ironman fashion. Smithing level. Okay. I forget at 12 what I wanted to make. Was it the two-handed sword? That's 14. What was it that I wanted to make that required 12? Armor, shield. Is it the kite shield? Yeah, kite shield. All right. Let's make some of those. Sweet. 3 bars with that one too to make it go a little faster. Don't know what the best bang for my buck is value-wise, but it's okay. We don't have to min-max it. It's doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to work. The plan just has to get us there eventually, and it'll be okay. All right, so we're at 12 smithing. I'm nervous about if we're going to make it to 18 or not. Accidentally clicked that. Didn't it used to be called Bank of Varrock? That'll be an interesting conversation to have. For now, I'm just going to keep grinding. We're past the hour-and-a-half mark. I've been doing it. We've been going. Yeah, with that result, I'm not quite sure if we're actually going to make it to 18 smithing. It'd be unfortunate if we don't, but it'll be okay. We can keep the grind alive. We can keep going in the next session. Just keep making kite shields. Let's see, how much are we getting? Which one? Ooh, that's a good chunk. So 1825. It takes up 3 of our bars. Yeah, smithing 13, but 25 to 35, 45, 55, 62. So 37. Is that right? XP from each. That seems pretty solid for what it is. Awesome. Let's see, we hit 13 smithing. I don't remember anything that I wanted to make. Whoops, misclicked. I don't remember anything that I wanted to make requiring 13 specifically, but I feel like there was something at 14. Maybe it was the two-handed sword. Nothing interesting happens when I use the Bronze bar on the guard. Do I want armor? The interface on smithing is super interesting. And getting the clicks down. It's a nice little challenge. Okay, we're at 13 smithing after 2 loads. Yeah, it's starting to look more and more negligible that we're going to actually hit. 18 smithing. With a total, because last time, in the last session, we mined 1 load of each, right? And smithed it and made it into equipment. So total, we'll have mined 6 loads of tin and 6 loads of copper. And we won't be there after 6. Have to keep going. I highly doubt that it'll take another 6 though, so that's at least good news. You know, it should take a significantly smaller chunk of time. Yes, 14. So now, yeah, okay, awesome. Now maybe we can do 2-handed swords. Is that right? Yes. Awesome. That's very cool. No, not armor. Yeah, I want to make a variety of things for fun. Weapon, sword, 2-handed weapon. I actually want to make a scimitar too, just so I can compare the stats. Always like scimitars. I don't know that they're as good in this game specifically, but I liked their speed and stats in old school RuneScape. It was a nice little middle ground. I don't know what's optimal, but we can at least compare, contrast, and see what's best. Oh my gosh, I cannot click on this smithing interface. This skill is going to take forever for me to grind, just because I can't click. Sword, 2-handed. Bar, anvil, weapon, sword, 2-handed. You have to do it over and over again. This is the RuneScape Classic grind. 15. Yes. Let's go. Only 3 levels to go, guys. Again, don't know if we'll make it, but we're going to get close. We're going to get close regardless. Going to get really close. We still have 57 bars. Again, I don't think it's enough. I think we're going to fall just short, but it's exciting nonetheless. Okay. Take all these bars out. Yeah, I think we'll hit 17. That's my guess. And we'll have a good chunk until 18. So we'll have to go make the rotation around again, which is all right. We'll do it one more time, and then we'll get questing. So in the next episode, we should theoretically hit 18 smithing. We should have a full set of self-made bronze armor, which is funny because we probably could have just gone and bought the gear in a store, but that is a-okay. We'll have it ourselves. We'll have a higher smithing level. Did I just hit another smithing? No. Still 15 smithing. How close are we? We got a gap to 16 smithing. Yeah, 17 will be good based on the numbers that I'm seeing here. Sword, 2-handed sword. Just processing resources, which I really enjoy economy and like skilling processes in games. I know for some people it's not particularly exciting, but I really like learning, how a game works and seeing like interesting economies. Yes, 16 smithing. Let's go. Okay, hopefully we get 17 with what we have left. That is awesome. We'll be able to make everything but the chest plate. I feel like people like to use the battle axe in this game, so I may need to smith one. Just in case it's like the meta weapon to use. We'll compare stats and whatnot, but okay, we're going to have 4 bars left over after this. I don't know that we'll hit 17. We just barely hit 16 at the end of that, so it'll be interesting to see if we get there or not. I was hoping, but it's okay. Plate mail legs. Sweet. Armor. Plate mail legs. Yep. Alright. Perfect. I also don't know, just from my memory, I could be wrong. I feel like the XP is like uniform per bar. I don't think it matters that you make higher level stuff. Again, I could be wrong. Let's just check. Like, for instance, 2900, that's perfect. 2937, yeah, so that's like essentially the same thing that the kite shield was. So it seems like it has nothing to do with, nothing to do actually with what it is that you're smithing. Everything to do with how many bars that you have to smith with. So basically, no way to optimize it further beyond just making as many bars as possible. More mining, more smithing, more smelting, more smithing. Armor, plate mail legs. Thank you so much for sticking around for the stream. I really appreciate you hanging out, watching the Ironman account make progress. Plate mail legs. Yep, did not quite hit 17. Yeah, it looks like it would take 2 more sets of legs to hit 17. So we will be right on the cusp. We'll have enough for 1 more set of legs, and then maybe I'll make some arrowheads or something. We might barely tip over to 17, but it's good information. We actually could plan out now that we know it's 37 for 3 bars. 37 XP for 3 bars. We can think about how much we need just to hit our goal and then move on. Because I'm ready to wear the armor and go do a quest. It's the goal of this character. Armor. Plate my legs. Smithing level. Yes, we hit 17. Okay, 31.25, and we need 35.23. Let's go ahead and smith the missile heads twice. Let's also check and do some math. It was 37 for 3 bars. 31.37. 31.37 right now. 31.37 to 31.50, so 47.50. That was 13 XP. 13 times 3 is 39. So we actually made a little more XP, if I'm doing this right. I think we made a little more XP from individually smithing arrowheads versus speeding things up by making the larger equipment. But we'll make more money on the equipment, but we'll get more XP from the arrowheads. Okay. So that's really good to know. We just ran out of bars, and we're at 17 when we needed 18. 31.50 to 32.34, almost 400 XP, not quite. So 375 XP. Let's just say, so if we were doing like the shields, just to keep it easy, or arrowheads. Let's do arrowheads. It was what did I say? 13 XP for an arrowhead. So that's 28. However, that's 28 sets of arrowheads. That's one inventory. However, we actually get more. We actually get more XP than 13 because we get 6 for smelting the bar. So that's 19. So the 375 divided by 19 is we need 20 bars. Yeah, we need 20 bars to tip over to 18. That's not so bad. Not so bad at all. Sweet. So in the next episode, I guess what we'll do is I really wanted to have the full bronze by the end of this stream, but it is what it is. I don't want to hit the 2-hour mark, so yeah, to keep these manageable, we'll stop here. But I may be on again today with another session, just to keep it rolling. In the next session, what we'll do is we will go mine 1 load of tin, 1 load of copper. We'll go smelt it, smith it. Hopefully, we'll have a set of full bronze. Then we can go sell all of the stuff that we've made, and then we can go have a chat with the Duke of Longbridge. We can start working our way down the quest list. In this list, starts with this is not in the release order. Interesting. I may look up a release order for us to do them in order. I know I'm not supposed to look up things. I'm not going to look up how to do the quest. I want to go through the quests in the order they were released just for fun. So probably do that. It looks like these quests are not. Looks like they're members at the end and free to play at the beginning. And maybe alphabetical, is that what it is? Yeah, it's alphabetical. Yeah, we'll look up a release order for Classic, and we'll go with that. All right, well, that is going to be it for this play session. Thank you so very much to everyone that jumped on the stream with me today. I really appreciate your time and hanging out with me in my efforts towards getting my first Classic Legends cape with an Ironman account, which will be fun stuff. This is the second episode. I'm sure it will take many episodes. I'm gonna guess that we'll hit the Legends Cape somewhere around the 50 episode mark, but I don't really know exactly. I don't really know exactly how long it'll take. It could take longer because I'm not looking up guides to optimize my path, and I'm not going to look up guides to solve the puzzles while questing. So that'll be interesting. This could be quite the series, but I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun. I really appreciate the people who have commented. Definitely feel free to comment while you're watching this if you just have any random thoughts. I'd love to hear them. I think more so than wanting to have a ton of viewers, if I can just have a few people watch and leave comments, I will feel like I'm getting to interact with the Classic community, and it'll be fun for me. So yeah, just really appreciate you being here. Until next time, thank you so much, and yeah, so long.